So somebody asked me to make this video, so here it is, right? So look, I'm not here to judge anybody's parenting. Trust me, I'm not. But this is something I wish somebody would have did for me growing up as a kid. So Christmas is around the corner, right? And most of us, definitely in the community where I come from, where a lot of us come from, that's probably watching this, is we're about to go out and spend hundreds or thousands on clothes, shoes, toys, all of the above, right? And we know within 1 month, them kids done forgot all about them goddamn toys. You know what I mean? So most parents, where I come from, in this community, like the black community, right? Most parents never give one thing, and that's ownership. So look, I was raised by my grandmother, right? And I grew up decent. You know what I mean? It just came a time when I was a young man where she couldn't afford certain things, and it was more things that I wanted. So I got into other things. You know what I mean? So I understand the mentality of wanting to buy your kids everything you never had. I get it. But here's the truth, right? A kid cannot build wealth off of Jordans. A kid cannot retire off an iPad. Most of us spend a lot of time trying to make our kids look rich instead of investing in them, pouring into them, right? For them to really be able to become rich or at least well off. So let me put you on game real quick, right? What you need to open is a custodial account, which is an investment account that you open and you contribute to until your child is about, I believe, is 18 to 21 or either 18 to 25, depending which state you in. Then your child takes over the account, right? And it's fully theirs. So in a custodial account, this means you can add money to the account whenever you want, right? Um, you can either have outside people invest in the account, meaning friends and family, grandmother. So when somebody asks you um, what your child need for Christmas or is it anything that you want, you can send them a link and they can directly contribute to that investment account, whether it's $5, whether it's 50 or 5,000, right? So in this account, you can invest in stocks as well as ETFs, what I discussed before, right? So imagine your child turning 18 with whatever, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, right? Invested instead of just a closet full of sneakers and toys, right? This option is way more powerful. Just think of it like this. If you invest just $50 a month from birth, your child's birth to 18, right? With the stock market gains on average being 8%. We talked about that in another video. By the time they're an adult, that's over $20,000 invested. Now imagine if you did $100 a month, 200 a month, 500 a month. Those numbers get crazy. So I believe this. Your kids do not need everything they ask for. What they need is an adult who's thinking ahead for them. I'm going to let that sink in, right? Your kids do not need everything that they ask for. But what they do need, for sure, guaranteed, is an adult that's going to plan and think ahead for them, their children. They are not thinking. They're not even at that capacity. It's not there yet. But you as an adult have a responsibility. So most of us didn't have that, right? Most of us had to start from zero. But we don't have to keep passing down the struggle. The greatest gift we can give our kids is a head start. So if you want your kids to have a better life than you did, if you want your kids to have options, start them a custodial account as soon as possible. I feel like Christmas gifts will fade, but ownership is forever. So I hope you listen. I'm gonna leave that there, right? But if you want to know what brokerages offer custodial accounts, comment custodial account, and I'll get on that video next.